starting out solitary, we are on week 124 and we're talking about herd mentality, basically blindly following some group or a leader in the craft. Now, I have very strong opinions about this. I am, in general, someone who doesn't like being part of a crowd, like being part of herd mentality, doing bandwagoning things. No, I am someone who likes to be an individual who is very independent and doing my own thing. Um, but this specifically is talking about people who blindly follow a leader or a group of people in the craft without really questioning why they're doing it, other than maybe they're doing it for the person's popularity, or maybe how famous they are, which is not necessarily the same thing. Like, for example, there are people on YouTube who are popular in the community, but they aren't like well known in reality, I guess you'd say, real life. And then there are people like, say, Teal Swan, who is part of the metaphysical community and does have an input on YouTube, but is actually famous outside as well. Um, when I see people blindly following others, it makes me face desk repeatedly. Um, because you should be able to be an independent person. This is not saying you can't be part of a religion or a coven or anything where there is a group activity, but being very mindful of why you're participating with a group or a certain activity, um, instead of just doing what you're told, because that went out when we graduated high school. I'm sorry, people. Or when we turned 18, whichever came first. Um, you got to be able to think for yourself. Um, I've seen a number of things on YouTube, in the pagan community, where people will group up and attack one person just because there's one head person in that group who dislikes the other one, and really not having any justification for behaving like cattle, basically. It's very high school behavior. I'm not a fan of it. Um, Generally speaking, I'm not a fan of ganging up on people. I can understand if, like, someone says something like racist or super prejudiced or something like that, and there's a group of people independently like getting on their ass about it. That's different. But when there's a group of people for no real reason ganging up on others, I've seen people get chased off of YouTube, and that's not fair to them or anyone else. They have every right to be here, even if you don't like them, as everyone else. So yeah, I try to stay away from that type of mentality because it makes me mental. So, yeah, so I had a lot to say on that. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.